Hi Scorpio, this is your April 15th through the 21st weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. The first spread is going to be on new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already involved with somebody. In the third spread, we'll see somebody from the past. Spread number 4 is work, business, and your finances for this week. And we'll wrap things up with the 5th spread, which is what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Scorpio. We have the 7 of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Then we have the High Priestess, the 3 of Cups, clarified by the 2 of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Chariot with the Ace of Swords and the Star, and we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Cancer, Aquarius, maybe a Sagittarius, maybe water in general. I gotta be honest with you, Scorpio. This whole reading right here, all of these cards could be describing one single event, one single day. But for some of you, what we have in the potential outcome is what happens in the future between the two of you. But it starts with the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Alright, the 7 of Swords with the Ace of Wands, this is you who is going to get into a very passionate encounter with somebody. Could be maybe with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But perhaps with those two cards, if you're going to some kind of an event, you two could be leaving that party or that event together. You could even be sneaking out, or maybe you just don't want anybody to know at first that the two of you are together. Right, the 7 of Swords could be a card of sneaking around without, like, keeping it under the radar. Right, or with the 7 of Swords, you could be sneaking out of an event, or maybe you could be, perhaps if you have plans for a particular day or particular weekend, if you have plans with other people, you may tell those people, I feel under the weather, or my plans have changed. But in reality, you and the new person will be spending some time together. Okay? That's how I see this, right? The Ace of Wands is a very passionate ace. And with the 7 of Swords, like I said, you could be sneaking out, or you could be just keeping it under wraps. The High Priestess is a card of a secret, Scorpio. It really is. It's a card of a secret, or it's a card of intuition. Perhaps if somebody at an event tells you want to get out of here, and your intuition tells you it's yes, let's go, then perhaps that's what this High Priestess is about. Okay, the High Priestess, again, since it's a secret card, you guys could just keep it under the wraps, keep it to yourselves for now. Or you could be going to a secret party or a secret event after that. Speaking of parties, the 3 of Cups in the middle is clarified by the 2 of Cups. You could be sneaking out and going to another party together with the 3 of Cups. Or maybe you're flying out to somewhere and having a good time. Or the 3 of Cups is also a third-party situation, Scorpio. I'm not judging anybody, but I just have to tell you what this card could mean. And it's clarified by the 2 of Cups. And we have 2 people in the 2 of Cups. That's you and your person. Right? And it's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of when 2 people feel the same way towards one another. In the potential outcome, we have the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, and the Star, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, as I already briefly mentioned, those cards could be talking about the same event, the same day, the same night. You're going somewhere with this individual, with the Chariot card, on that same day, on that same night, same event. Or perhaps for some of you, at some point in the future, the 2 of you will announce to the whole wide world, if I can speak, thank you, Mercury retrograde, that the 2 of you are together. Because the Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. Alright, the High Priestess is a card of a secret, but with the Ace of Swords, secrets get exposed. The Ace of Swords is also a card of yes, right? The Chariot could be a Cancer you're dealing with. The Chariot could be a card of you literally going somewhere with this person, or maybe you will decide to move forward together and without looking back, and tell everybody that yes, we're together. The Star right next to the deck could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is also a card of a wish come true, something usually people wish for or hope for a very long time. The Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Another travel card, just like the Chariot, but it's also a card of starting a cycle, a very fortunate cycle. Okay, and the word fortune is there for a reason. So interesting reading, Scorpio. It may start off a little bit questionable, but I think in the future you guys will definitely move forward and make it official, make it formal. Everyone will know. We have two major arcana cards in the potential outcome and the Ace of Swords, so that looks good. Whatever the case, Scorpio, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or marriage, Scorpio, this part is for you. We have the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, Strength, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Well, it's a serious week, right? It kind of feels like one of you wants to do something or start something or go somewhere or whatever, right? There's definitely like a willingness to start or do something, right? And the other person may have to have courage to join in on this adventure. But I think you guys will eventually, at some point during the week, you two will agree to do this. Right? I know it sounds kind of all over the place, but let me explain. The Magician, the first card that came out, is a card of manifestation. Right? So one of you is manifesting something, one of you wants to do something or buy something or start something. And it has something to do with the Knight of Pentacles. It could be with something that has to do with money, right? Or long term, because the Knight of Pentacles is the most financially abundant knight out of all four knights. And it's also the most long term oriented knight. And it could be both, right? Perhaps one of you wants to buy a home, or one of you wants to invest money, or one of you wants to start something long term, right? Some kind of an adventure or what have you. And then we have Strength, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Strength could be a card of courage or loyalty. So perhaps it's time for one of you to prove their loyalty to the other one. Or it's simply a card of courage, like I said, courage, right? And the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying that is the start of a cycle, or literally going somewhere. The Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck features two people, right? That's you and your person. So I don't see like an argument taking place, but still with the Strength card, there's going to be courage that needs to be enabled, I guess. I don't know what this thing is. And it's kind of, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is also the slowest knight out of all four knights, right? But it's a weird spread, Scorpio. It's a bit of a strange spread. Let me know how this plays out for you. Is this you who wants something, or is it your person? Are you guys buying something with the Knight of Pentacles, or maybe remodeling your home in a certain way, in a very modern way, and the other one of you is not is not looking forward to your home becoming really modern. There's nothing wrong with being a modern home, don't get me wrong, but it's between you two. Something that will require loyalty or courage. If your person is a Leo, right, Strength could simply be a Leo that you're dealing with. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, this week. Keep in mind it doesn't have to be the most recent X. Also keep in mind Mercury is still in retrograde, and this is when more X's than usual tend to resurface. So we got the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're dealing with a juggler and a player, Scorpio. If you can think of a juggler and a player you dealt at some point in the past, that could unfortunately be the person coming back. But the good news is that you're not even going to think twice about it. You're definitely rejecting them, right? But expect someone like this to show up. And let me unfold this real quick, because I don't want to spend too much time. So I got the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're dealing with a player, somebody who is hot and cold in and out of your life, playboy, playgirl kind of a character, somebody who is juggling multiple people. Perhaps with the Seven of Cups, they're looking through their address book or black book, whatever that thing is called. They're looking online, and they're going to come across you, and they're going to like, oh, why don't I see what Scorpio's been up to? And you're going to tell them that it's none of their business what you've been up to. The Four of Cups right next to the deck, this is you rejecting them. The Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck is the reason, because you've learned your lesson and you don't want to deal with this individual ever again. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio. This week we have the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, just like you, Scorpio, Cancer, another Scorpio or Pisces. One interesting reading, a rough patch is about to be over, okay? Or if you failed a couple of times prior to this week, you will no longer be failing. You will be winning, okay? It's like a major turnaround. This week marks a turnaround for you. That's how it feels. I assume you're the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, unless you're dealing with a fellow water sign. I also assume you're the person in the Nine of Pentacles in the middle. To the left from the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles. Right? The Five of Pentacles is a card of somebody who's struggling financially, somebody who feels left out in the cold, miserable. Maybe you failed a couple of times, or at least once prior to this week, and that failure could have been you trying to get a job, but they're taking somebody else, or maybe you had unsuccessful business trips or unsuccessful business deals. But it's coming to an end, right? The Ten of Swords, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, is a card of an ending. So perhaps at some point in the past, something came to a screeching halt. Maybe a deal didn't go through, or maybe you were about to get hired, but they changed their mind or something like that. But the rest of the spread is a complete turnaround, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who's doing very well financially, right? It's also a card of somebody who is in the center of attention, all right? Somebody who is in demand, I guess. And then we have the Chariot, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Chariot, it could be a card of literally going somewhere, right? And the Eight of Pentacles, clarifying that, is a card of work, business, and finances. But at the same time, the Chariot is a card of victory and success and a triumph. So starting this week, you will only have victories ahead of you, or at least one big major victory, right? It could be a closed deal, and you're going to make a lot of money, or you're getting a job and you feel like you're winning, you're going on a trip and you're going to kill it, or something like that. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Scorpio. We have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is this Queen of Swords either showing back up, or if this is somebody who is new or newer in your life, they may want to go somewhere where you have been before, or maybe they have been before, and they want you to go. Right? So yes, this Queen of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They're clarifying the Knight of Swords. It's the fastest knight out of all four knights. It's also the most conflict-oriented knight out of all four knights. But in this case, it's most likely either trouble or them coming your way, and they're going to be like insisting on something. Right? The Page of Wands is a message. Right? The Six of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a soulmate connection, but it's also a card of something or someone from the past. And the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, another travel card, just like the Knight of Swords, but it's also a repeat of a cycle, or repeat of something. Okay, and it kind of makes sense with the Six of Cups also being here. So both cards could be interpreted as something or someone from the past, or it has something to do with the past. All right. Yeah, that's what you're not expecting. And that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.